I want to talk to you about intent versus impact. So now this is going to also help us stay healthy in our process and not fall into games with each other. Most of us, when we get ready to communicate with somebody, have an intention. And we think that's all that matters, you know. So we put together our best language, best way we can say it to try to accomplish what we want, right? And then we send the message to the other person. And when you become a powerful human communicator, you realize that this doesn't count for anything. All that matters is the impact. And so you let go of the intention as soon as you send it, just you're watching the impact now. If you don't get the desired impact, what would you do if you're a really good communicator? You would do something different. I mean, we already showed. Now, what do most people do? They escalate what they already did. Right? Now, that's crazy behavior, don't you think? See, crazy behavior is doing the same stupid thing over and over again and expecting different results. But 90% of human communication turns out to be that because we don't recognize that this is not important. Once you send the message, all that counts is the impact. And if you're really a powerful person, what you do is you come back now and find a different way to do this because you want to get a different impact than the one that you got. So ways to do that, to stay powerful, is we remember detachment. 90%, 10%. You know, we're 90% ignorant all the time. We want to come with an attitude of not knowing. We don't take their behavior personally. We realize it's a statement about them, not about us. Now we have a new little thing to put on top of this. We want to recognize when we're accidentally falling into the role of a victim, a persecutor, or a rescuer, because we know when we do that, we're starting a game that's not going to go anywhere good and nobody's ever going to get what they really want, and it's going to waste a lot of time, energy, and effort. So can we stay out of the game? This is really important for work teams. If they have this model, they can recognize when they're accidentally doing this as a team. And very often, it's one team against another team because you have different roles and responsibilities in the organization. We know that avoiding the barriers and roadblocks can keep us in healthy process. And then we have today also the panacea prescription, which is deep listening and the dialogue process. So when there's misunderstanding, communication breakdown, the beginnings of a conflict or a problem, can we use the most powerful and transformative human communication skill, which is deep listening and the dialogue process, mirroring, validating, empathizing, recognizing that accepting what is changes what is, because if I can accept and prove to you that I have fully accepted, meaning I have fully understood you exactly where you are right now, you no longer have to sell it, you no longer have to defend it, you can move on to something else. And then the loving reminder at the bottom is whoever has the greatest choice controls the next direction the relationship will go. So these are tools that we're going to need next Tuesday because you know what? We start talking about how do we openly, honestly, and directly let somebody know that they're having a negative impact on our life, but we do it respectfully. We do it without judgment and without blame. Those of you that are leaders, managers, supervisors, you're going to realize that what we're about to work with is what you need when you have to discipline an employee. Because what they're doing is not okay. It's having a negative impact on somebody. And then after that, on Thursday, we will do conflict. So we'll take all these skills we've been learning and we'll try to apply them in conflict situations, which is when the stakes are high and emotions are running high and it's the hardest to use these skills. So we'll play around with that.